Welcome to the studio. We have Skye Blue and Kyle Fletcher, AEW. So yeah, big show, Hoffman Estates. It's AEW Beach Break. Because when I think of the beach,
what do you think
the first place I think of is Hoffman Estates. Let's be honest.
Me too. I'm
sunny Hoffman Estates.
Jumping in the water, running my toes through the sand.
There's a little pool by our house.
Oh, there you go.
It's close enough.
Close enough.
Did you bring your surfboard? Because obviously
I didn't.
Oh,
no.
okay. You can use
That's
it as
my
a
fault.
Can
Yeah.
you surf? I know you can snowboard. Is
I
that the
grew
same
up
thing?
surfing. Yes.
I mean, you have to be
I
able to
lived in
surf.
Australia.
That's like a
Everyone does.
right.
I don't know. It's hard to do.
Yeah, it is
I'm
hard.
not
But...
coordinated.
So you guys live there? Live up by there or close to there?
Schomburg. So yeah,
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
it's
that's
a very short drive
Very
for us.
close.
Yeah, that's amazing. So you love when we're performing at the Now
big
Arena.
time. And now we've just announced our residency for late in July at the Aragon Ballroom. So we've got like 3 weeks of shows in a row here in driving distance.
Yo,
I cannot
that
wait.
is gonna be insane.
Yeah.
Like a ring in the Aragon Ballroom. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. But tomorrow night first.
Yes.
What's the deal? What's going on with Beach Break, and why does it separate itself from anything else that AEW does?
Man, so we do these TV specials, we like to call them, every maybe every quarter. I don't know how often
think
they
that's-
actually
yeah.
end up. I think it's about every quarter.
Guesstimate.
So it's kind of treated, you know how we have the big pay-per-views, like where all the big matches go down? The TV specials are kind of on that same level. So bringing it to Now Arena, we're on the road to Double or Nothing, the road to All In, our biggest show of the year.
Yep.
There's some big stuff going down. We have John Moxley wrestling Samoa Joe inside of a steel cage
Hell yeah.
for the AEW World Championship. So it's going to be a big night. Obviously, this one right here has been out of action for 10
months.
whole months.
When you come back, break it. What's the
Tomorrow.
Is tomorrow the actual
tomorrow
day?
the
Yeah,
actual
there's
day.
a graphic.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the graphic.
What is happening?
Are you not tapped in? What's going on?
Listen. There is so much wrestling to
Oh, believe
watch.
me, I'm aware.
But that's awesome. Your hometown of Chicago making your return.
Yeah, the Now Arena is actually the very building that I got signed in.
No
So it's a big day.
way. Holy cow. At AEW?
Yep, I got signed it was the day before the 2021 Casino Battle Royal for All In.
Okay.
Or All Out, sorry.
Yeah.
All.
One of the alls.
Yes.
So you performed and then you got a contract offer like right they were like
It
ready.
was
They were
in
like,
front
right.
of the crowd, like she
It
was
Tony
walking
Khan
backstage.
came up to the front and
Yeah.
was like, "Do you want to be in the Battle Royal?" And
that
then
moment.
the tears just started.
Yeah.
Hell
and they
yeah.
didn't stop.
No, that's awesome. And by the way, Tony was in here a couple months ago. What a unique guy.
I know,
He's
right?
awesome.
Is he cool like as a
love him
boss?
so much. The best boss you could ever
Why
ask
is
for.
that? What makes him so
He in the wrestling business, you don't get a lot of people that care not just about the wrestler, the human being in general. And he cares so much about the people he works with, the people he hires, and then also he just loves wrestling, man. And it's so cool seeing him put that passion into everything and try and literally just better not just the company but the entire wrestling world in general. He just genuinely has such a love for it, and it's awesome because we love it. Everyone loves it.
So he's a business guy, but he's ultimately like a fan first
Yeah.
kind of thing.
exactly
Just running $1 billion whatever.
He doesn't need the money. You know what I mean? He's not doing it. It's literally a passion project for him. He's spoken about like he, as a kid, was writing down in his notebook his like fantasy booking and stuff. So this is literally like to him, it's a passion project. He loves it through and through.
How cool is that?
Yeah,
I
so
love
cool.
that. Yeah. Remember he drank a lot of coffee when he was here.
Oh yeah,
Is that
he
normal?
love
does
his
not
coffee.
sleep a lot. I think
I don't think he sleeps at all. He's maybe
I think maybe
impressive.
2 or 3 hours a night max. You know
God
what I
bless.
mean? Like he's so busy all the time.
How much sleep do you guys require?
Which one of us, Kyle or me?
Oh, are
Yeah.
we different?
You can tell this one.
I can,
Yeah.
the second, like, before the alarm even goes off, I'll be up and I'll be functioning, ready to go. This one loves to snooze the alarm. And then so even if I don't have to get up, if he has to get up and he snoozes it and it just keeps going, I'm already up. I'm
Yeah.
like, Kyle, the alarm. I'm going to hear that song in my sleep.
Yeah, I got an issue.
So like a good 8 hours? What are we talking here? Under that? Over about that?
I can survive, I'd say, on 5 or 6, but it's not a good survive.
It's
Yeah.
a grumpy survive.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a grumpy.
Very grumpy.
8 plus is where I thrive.
Okay,
Yeah.
I love that. And you guys' schedules, right? Like they can be nuts. How much
Yeah.
discipline does it take to be always on the road and performing and have to look your best at the same time? Is it natural to you or is it tough? Is
He
it,
loves the gym.
So to me, I love it. Yeah, for me, it's not too hard because the gym is my escape. And then thinking about like diet and that kind of thing, it what gets me up in the morning. You know, I'm trying to be 1% better every single day.
Wow.
So yeah, to me it's easy. It comes pretty naturally.
Okay.
Yeah. And I love this job. It's been my dream my whole life. So I try and stay grateful for that every second.
So you work. This is part of your work is being disciplined.
Yes,
it's
exactly.
part of the job.
Yeah.
Like us behind a microphone in a studio, nobody sees. Well, Instagram, but we're like drinking Malort on the job. It doesn't matter. It's anything goes over here. So always a fan your whole life?
I probably started watching 8 years old. So most of my life.
That's about average. How about you, Skye?
So my parents were fans, so growing up it was kind of always on, but I didn't really get into it until I was a little older, and then I was like, oh, this is something I could actually do, and like the wheels started to turn.
So if your parents were huge fans, they must have been like cool with the idea of our daughter. No, never mind.
So there was literally an incident. We were sitting on the couch and there was like a hardcore match on, and I looked at my mom. I was like, I'm gonna do that one day, and she's like, no, you're not. So out of spite, I went and booked I found a school that was willing to train a 17-year-old female with their parents' consent, and then later that year I had a tryout, and then every practice after that my mom was there. My dad thought I was a little crazy when I would come home with like bruises and stuff, but like
now
they're like,
he loves it.
oh my god, my dad is like, are there wrestlers gonna be at the house? Can I come hang out? I want to be.
He's
I wanna
latching
see-"
on.
Oh, he loves it.
He
loves it.
Has
But
he been involved yet in like a story or no?
No,
Okay.
we don't.
Mom
Like,
would.
Mom has.
Mumsy.
Mom has slapped Ruby Soho and Tony Storm, and it is like the highlight of her life. She'll see the TikTok pop up. And she'll be like, "Look, that's me. That's me."
That's awesome. I love that. I love that. So who was like the hero, the one guy or girl that inspired you at 8 years old?
For me, it was Jeff Hardy. The moment that made me a fan for life was when he won his first world championship. I think I started watching like a few months prior to that, and then I watched that and I was like, this is the coolest thing in the world.
I love that you said Jeff Hardy, and I'm completely aging myself because I'm like, Jeff Hardy wasn't he around when you were in college? Nope, that's me.
That's you.
I'm the old guy.
Yeah.
But that's an awesome one. Jeff Hardy's, and you probably worked with him too, right?
I
He
have.
stopped in.
I've wrestled him a couple of times, which
So
is
cool.
one of the craziest things ever.
Remember
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
house show where you were so excited.
Oh,
about,
yeah, big
I'm gonna
time.
take the Jeff Hardy comeback.
Right, he was.
I think I have it filmed still on my phone because you were so excited.
I could have rattled it off by heart. Yeah, I
So
knew it.
cool. Dreams come true. How about you, Skye? Who was the one wrestler that kind of inspired you?
So I don't think it was a specific one because like I was a little older when I was like fully like submerged into it. I remember seeing it was like the very end of the Divas, and I was like, I don't want to do that. I want to go through the table. I want to do what the boys can do. So then once like the kind of women's revolution started and like they were starting to allow the women to show that we can do what the men can do, I think that kind of pushed me. I do a lot of things out of spite, as Kyle
You will
has.
become
The rebellious
the
one.
Kyle
I
has
love
told me,
it.
I was
Yeah.
like, I mean to do this. But I wanted to be like one of the boys. I wanted to be cool. I wanted to show that the women could go, and if not, a little better than the boys could. So
Hell yeah, I love
kinda
that
just
mentality.
pushing me.
No, that's great. So when we're starting off, now we have to like go train first before we get to this big spotlight.
Of course.
How long would you say it takes to go from wanting to do it, signing the contract, and then like actually being able to get in a ring and perform at a high level?
So my journey, I didn't sign my first contract till 2023, and I started training in 2013.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah,
It's a grind.
So for me, living in Australia, starting out in Australia, that was kind of part of the reason why. A lot of people, if like for example, born in America, it's a lot closer, the dream, right? For me, just coming from Australia, I moved to the UK at 18, and then I had to go through COVID. I had to go to Japan. I had to then come to the States, and it was like, it's a lot of different steps. So it's a long process, a long journey, but like, I have loved it through and through the whole way. You got to love the grind. You got to love every second of it. So it's a long
so it takes
journey,
a minute.
but of
Takes a
course,
minute.
yeah,
like
for sure.
anything, I think. Really, if
Definitely.
you want to be at the top level, it takes a while.
That's it.
Outside of wrestling, what's something you think you would do if this dream never happened? Was there ever anything? Would you be a nurse? Would you?
So I am a big believer in no plan B. If there's a
Same,
plan
okay.
B, that's you kind of throwing yourself a lifeline and saying like, if this doesn't work out, I don't even like having that thought in my head. I was just straight on it. This is what I'm meant to do, so I'm gonna chase it.
I love it.
Yeah.
That straight arrow.
That's it.
That's
man.
all you're going.
Yeah, right there.
What's the most painful move to take, or that you ever have taken? Like you woke up the next day and you're like, oh my god. I mean, there's a lot.
Are you gonna?
I was gonna say the thing that broke
Yeah,
my
I was
ankle.
gonna say.
Probably that.
Breaking my ankle hurt pretty bad, but
Yeah. For me, Most painful. I took a suplex from Mark Briscoe
Ooh.
off a guardrail to the floor.
Yee.
I love every time someone asks me about it, I remember hitting the ground and thinking I had soiled myself / was bleeding out of areas you don't want to bleed out of.
Mhm.
And I laid on the floor thinking that I was probably going to stay there forever.
Weren't you wearing pink gear too?
I was. No, I wasn't. Not that one. No, that
It
was
was white gear.
No,
I remember it being a color that I was like, I don't want to have to wash that.
No, it was definitely black.
I love this dynamic that
don't
we have
remember.
like normal like relationship issues about
But-
laundry.
But the laundry is
but it's
wrestling
blood.
gear.
But it's
Yes.
wrestling gear and it's blood.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
not tomato soup
Yeah.
and an
Normal
ice cube
things.
t-shirt. Yeah. So fun. So what about you two on screen? Are we
On screen?
Yeah.
No, we have not appeared on screen yet
so
together.
just as from a character standpoint,
not
we're not together?
not yet.
Okay,
no.
not yet. But that has to happen. What are we waiting for?
Hey, stay tuned.
I like it. I like it.
She's just coming back. You
Yeah.
never know.
So when you guys are all prepped for whatever event is coming up, maybe it's the day of, is there a part of you guys that has a say as to like what you want your character to do or direction you want to go in? Is it like a group meeting or is it already all set for you?
So it's a little bit of both. So kind of the process will be you show up. Sometimes you know what's going on. Sometimes you don't. If you show up and you have no idea what's going on, you kind of wait around, just chill out all day.
Okay.
Someone will come and find you and say, hey,
Yeah.
this is what you're doing tonight. And then there's a little bit there of like, oh, it's not like, no, I hate that. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, my character might do this. Is that okay? My character might want to do this. Is that okay? And then there's kind of like a collaborative process. That's what I would describe it as.
That's great.
Yeah.
It seems like a very team, like a united group of people
Of course,
over
yeah.
at AEW.
Definitely.
That's
yeah.
cool.
Everyone's trying to just make the best product.
Hell
That's
yeah.
it, yeah.
What's the best piece of advice maybe another wrestler has given you guys, and who is it from? Is there anything that sticks
Anything
out to
that
you?
sticks in your
Anything that-
brain?
I feel like if you can't think of it, then there probably isn't one. But you know, there's that one thing that
So
won't
I
hear
have
in your head.
one that sticks out to me, but it's not really wrestling related. It was kind of like life advice from another wrestler. Funnily enough, I have it tattooed on my wrist.
Oh, there you go.
It's who we are. I put up like a social media post and I was like, will it ever be enough? And this wrestler came up to me and was just like talking to me about that. And we were just talking and I was like, so if there's not like a goal that you're striving for, if there's not like one thing that gets you out of bed in the morning that you're striving for, how do you keep going? What do you do? And he took a second and he like thought about it and then he came out with the words, it's who we are. It's why would we want to be anything else? And I found that very profound and it kind of changed my life perspective a little bit. So yeah, now it's tattooed on me.
Do you want to share
probably-
who that was, or is that
I haven't even told the person that I have it tattooed on me yet.
if you're
Big
watching,
surprise
you
on
know,
a radio show.
you now know. That's good advice.
Claudio Castagnoli.
There it
There you go.
Oh, I don't think I even knew that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. Well, if he's watching.
He's just a horse, huh?
Oh,
I mean, that guy can.
He is like
go.
I can't.
He's
how
so
do
tall,
people describe
too.
him?
Is he?
Yes.
I've never met him.
A real workhorse. Yeah.
Wow.
He's a machine.
Let's go over some of the roster real quick. We're gonna play Emojify.
Oh boy.
So think of an
no.
emoji. Just think of an emoji to
Okay.
describe them.
I'm
Let's do a
gonna
couple.
make the emoji with my face.
Please do.
Oh, wait, does this get our face? I probably need
The
it.
camera does.
Samoa Joe.
Scary.
Okay, I get that. That's terrified. The terrified emoji.
Oh yeah.
Billy Gunn.
Also scary. What emoji is that?
I don't know.
That's the one. He's like
Like the melted eyebrow?
It's
No,
it's
he's-
the squiggly mouth and then
he's
the.
like oh man.
He's like,
I
things.
can't even get my eyebrows to do that.
I need to get things in order. Like
Yeah, exactly.
MJF.
Ugh.
Back
Sorry, that
to
was real quick.
Back to. No, that's not scared. That's.
That's annoyed.
Ugh.
ugh. Like,
Ugh.
what am I doing here?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Mercedes Monet.
Oh, I knew he was gonna do the dance. He loves that dance.
I don't know. Is there an emoji
Was it Vegas that
Maybe-
you just
Yeah,
kept
it was
doing that
Vegas.
dance?
Could be the dancing girl with
Yeah,
the heel.
dancing girl. There you go.
Yeah. And Tony Storm. Oh.
What'd she do?
Is there something like that? Or the
Like
peach for when she does the ass in
peach.
the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, that thing hurts
Yep.
so bad.
Peachy.
Peachy.
One last one before I let you guys go, because we are actually a top 40 radio station. I'm sure, as you know, growing up here in
Yes,
Chicago.
Yep. My dad will probably have it on.
Love it. Love it.
Probably listening right
Yeah.
now.
What is the dream match is this? The dream match is Kim Kardashian against Taylor Swift. Who's going over? Who's the heel? Who's the baby face? What's the outcome of
Oh,
this?
I think it's obvious who the heel is.
Or is it? Or has Don Callis been talking to Taylor Swift? Yeah.
No,
I don't think
so
Taylor
I
Swift could ever
think-
get booed.
I think it would be whole match. Kim, obviously big heel. Taylor Swift, obviously big baby face.
Oh, I see where he's
Towards the end, Don Callis comes out. You think, oh my God, Don Callis? Who's he gonna? He's gonna help out Kim Kardashian. She's gonna be the newest member of the family, and then, whoop-bam! He stabs it with a screwdriver, and you go, oh my God, what's going on? And then turns around, hands it to Taylor. Taylor goes. She gets a little smirk on her face. She goes, I'll take that if I do. And then she goes, and that's how it finishes.
Book it.
Yep.
Book
I'm
it
down.
now.
Isn't
I like
that
it.
like murder?
Yes,
It's pretty much.
I
but,
like it.
It's close to.
Not quite, but
Yeah.
grievous bodily harm, maybe.
Any final things to say about being a member of the family? The great Don Callis family.
Best family in the world, baby.
Best in the world.
Oh, yeah. I
Wow.
would disown my mother for that man.
Oh,
And there
I
you
like
have
your
it.
Mom.
Carol's pretty nice, yeah.
I love
But-
Carol.
Guys, have a kick-ass show tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Yeah.
coming in.
Absolutely.
Love
Thanks
it.
for having us.
And sorry for feeding you Malort earlier. I hope it still
I've-
doesn't taste in the back of your
I've
throat.
chugged enough of the Celsius.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Okay, great.